Everybody knows who I am. I'm Luke Paquette, and I own the property at 6123 and 6125 Point Trumbull. Actually, I'm sorry to be here tonight to deliver this message, but as you know, we have problems with some officials in this township, and we are going to take action on that issue, and I'm here to tell you what we're going to do. I have to tell you what's behind this. So, as you remember, last August and September, you were asked to remove your building official, Mr. Crass, on charges of abuse of power, and you agreed to investigate. Now, 5 months later, on June the 4th, you gave your answer. As we understand, there was no corrective action taken. The matter was closed with no further explanation. Board members, we understand that you still support Mr. Crass in spite of the various abuses he has perpetrated on the citizens of Clay Township. So this matter is not closed. On September 21 in this hall and before this board, Mr. Crass said they were getting calls that a registered sex offender was going door to door taking petition signatures. Now, he had to be talking about me because I was the only one out there that day taking signatures. And he did follow me.
Mr. Paquette, I'm gonna give you very little amount of latitude when it comes to with respect to assumptions and statements that are not factual.
These are facts. These are facts.
As long as we're clear.
These are facts.
As long as we're clear. You made a statement that it must be me.
Absolutely.
That is not a fact. That is not a fact. That is an assumption by you. I'm going to give you very little latitude. Because we are not going to debate this at a business meeting of the township.
It's not a debate. This is just
Continue.
a message. This is just a message.
Continue.
I was the only one taking petition signatures that day. The fact is, Mr. Crass lied. This shows how far he will go to inflict citizen abuse.
I'm gonna stop you right now. I'm going to stop you right now.
Please.
If you make another comment, I will not allow you to continue to speak. If you continue to make comments that are assumptions stated as fact in direct allegation to Mr. Crass.
You are denying my right to speak?
Sir, this is a board meeting of the township. This is not a location that you are allowed to stand and spout things, anything you would like to say. That is not this forum.
This isn't anything
This
I'd
is
like
not
to say.
this forum. This is not that forum. This is a business meeting of the Board of Trustees of Clay Township that we allow you to come up. We have very simple rules that we could enforce on you if we would like to. We don't generally do that, but I'm not going to allow you to stand at the podium and make statements that are not factual in allegations against Mr. Crass, or for that matter, any other person that is employed by the township. I'm not going to allow it. Am I clear?
These are facts.
Am I clear?
These are facts.
They are not facts.
I'm sorry. Are you going to prevent me from speaking?
Sir, I made a statement. Are we clear with the statement? Facts.
These are the facts.
Continue.
I have here two FOIA reports. One from Clay Township and one from the police department. And they state that there was no evidence whatsoever of any such calls, either at the township or at the police department. I can pass this around. For the record, I am not, nor have I ever been, a registered sexual offender. Board members, your oath of office and job description demands that you control Mr. Crass. He does not control you. But since he seems to do that now, please add personal slander to that list of those abuses that you now support. When he prosecuted us for allowing a car shelter for our disabled tenant, while 9 other owners with the same kind in the same township, with no medical need, with no permit, were allowed to exist without prosecution. That was selective enforcement, abuse of discretion, and failure to follow due process. That prosecution violated state laws that required you and required me to allow it and not interfere with it. You would have lost that case had my tenant not moved out, leaving me without income, but that didn't matter. When he singled out Mr. Templeton's contractor and prosecuted him, who was following normal permit procedure, that incident included a violation of federal law, selective enforcement, failure to follow due process, and abuse of discretion, and you lost that case. But that didn't seem to matter. But then when he issued a permit for a fence on canal property that violated an existing fence ordinance, and he didn't seem to care, that still didn't matter either, did it?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
You know what? I sat on the ZBA, and now that's taking a shot at the ZBA. If we're going to allow any citizen to come up here and just spout off inconsistencies, no facts, this is not a forum with which anyone from the public. I am sick and tired of Mr. Paquette coming up here and running his mouth off, not saying anything that's factual. I have had enough. There is a 3-minute limit, and I am asking you to enforce that. Tell him to sit down.
Mr. Paquette, you've made statements since I've asked you not to that are not true. You made a statement that your case was won.
On the fence on
and
that,
we're reviewing stuff that we've been through already.
The fence on that island was
We're reviewing things that we've been through already.
by the ZBA.
These items have been to court.
Yes.
We've been through them. We know where they stand. You have a forum to petition your grievance, and it's in court. We are not going to make a mockery of Clay Township by continuing this debate back and forth over and over again. If you so choose to go to court on this issue, feel free. At this time, I'm going to stop you. If you would like to, feel free. And we will go with what the decision of the circuit court is. Am I clear? That's my position as the chair.
Are you going to let me finish?
Here's what I'll let you do. Tell us exactly what it is you expect of us right now, what we can do right now for you, and if that's not possible at this time, yes, I will stop you.
Okay, we have a petition drive in motion, and it's growing, and we demand the immediate removal of Mr. Michael J. Crass.
Thank you.
Mr. Paquette, where do you live? What is your residence?
I live in Chesterfield Township.
Okay. And what is your concern here in Clay? You own rental income, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
We've received many abuses here in
No,
Clay Township.
we're not going to talk about
That's what the problem is.
because you coming up here and running your mouth off is abusive to me and to people here, and I'm not going to listen to it anymore.
Well, we're taking abuse too.
Well, then
out
I
there.
think, you know what, I think you should...
John,
never mind. Okay.
you have your forum in which you can petition for that, and that's
Okay,
up to your decision.
When we get enough signatures, we'll submit it.
Thank you. The floor is open to public